Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest things that blocks my students when they try to speak Spanish in real conversations, knowing too much. They've studied so much grammar, they've built all this awareness, and instead of helping, it actually blocks them because they can't access that much information in real time. And if that's happening to you, don't worry. I'm going to give you a very simple drill you can start using today to break out of that loop of studying Spanish but freezing when it's time to speak. What happens in my sessions all the time looks like this. You start a sentence in Spanish, then you stop. Then you try to fix it in your head, and suddenly you say nothing. That's your brain working in analysis mode. When you're studying Spanish, let's say you are on Duolingo doing exercises, drilling verbs, your brain is slower, more analytical. You have time to think, check, fix things. But in conversation, that same system tries to take over. And that's the problem. Analysis mode is your brain trying to fix everything before you speak. But conversations don't work like that. They're not tests, they're live. So you might be wondering, what usually triggers this? Simple, a doubt. You suddenly become aware of all the grammar you know, and your brain goes like, I need to get this right before I say it. And when you can't do that in real time, it starts to feel like you're losing control. And that's when tension and hesitation kick in. But here's the shift. You don't need perfect sentences. You need to be able to react and stay in conversation mode instead of getting stuck in that knowing too much loop. And this is not just mental, it's physical too. There is a body-brain connection. The more you try to control and fix everything, the more tension you create. And that tension makes it harder to speak. When you're in analysis mode, your brain follows this pattern. You think of an idea, you check if it's correct in your head. You try to fix it in your head, and you stay silent. You start to build tension because you're not saying anything. Of course you get stuck. And then, end of the conversation. When you are in conversation mode, you say something, the other person responds. Based on the feedback of the other person, you adjust, ask, or correct. And you keep going with the conversation. Of course you'll make mistakes. And of course you'll correct yourself. Now, in conversation mode, corrections happen naturally as part of the conversation, allowing you to improve without stopping. Notice the difference. Yo comió arepas. And you hear yourself and you're like, not comió, comí. Perdón, yo comí arepas. That's the difference. So if you're like many of my students, a little fluency chaser, you need to accept this. Fluent speakers aren't perfect. They just stay in conversation mode longer. Now, here's a real issue. If you're only using apps, watching videos, reading, you're training your brain to stay in analysis mode. It's slow, controlled, safe, but it doesn't train you to respond in real time. Think about it like this. Imagine trying to learn how to ride a bike just by reading about it, understanding how it works, how to balance, but never actually getting on it and riding. Well, conversations work the same way. So what can you do? Don't let your brain enter analysis mode. Now, how can you do this? Use the 3-second response rule. Write a list of questions or even ask ChatGPT to generate them for you based on your level. Then pick one question and answer it immediately. Give yourself 3 seconds. No less, because less is nothing. No overthinking, no translating, just respond. But analysis mode happens before you even start. And that's what keeps you stuck. So, try it and tell me how it goes. You're training your brain to respond, not analyze. See you the next time. Ciao, ciao.